What is going on, you guys? Dane here. We have some good news to share of a very successful year in Pascagoula in the state legislature involving the regular session and special session. And Governor Phil Bryant has signed into law some of the things that we had that is going to assist the city in continuing emphasis on our economic development and job creation. Recreation, tourism, and infrastructure, which is my big thing, as you know. House Bill 1648. This is a bill provided $1.5 million, and I know you guys are going to be really excited about this. We're going to build an off-ramp to Lowry Island out where the new River Park is, and it just makes good sense to do this. This is an access road off of Ingalls. And I started on that when I first sworn in as mayor. That was a priority of this administration, simply because it makes good sense, number one. And number two, nobody wants to go all the way down to Ingalls and turn around and come back to the port and come in. So we're going to make it easier. We've got that funding to do. It's going to be an opportunity to grow that island. I think you've seen in some of the previous videos, the Secretary of State's office give us that whole Lowry Island Park, so we're going to develop it. We've got some investors looking at it now, and so this is going to be a really great thing. Easy access to the River Park, where I want people to go down there and use this. It has a dog park and everything, and then we can start developing some of that other stuff down there, and it's a great opportunity for us. Now, the next one, Senate Bill 3049. This bill provides funding for two entities in Pascagoula that we worked on and are going to be doing vital work in economic development and tourism. And that's the Pascagoula Redevelopment Authority that works with the city. Will receive $650,000 to continue its work in offering assistance and incentives to attract business here in the city. And to date, now the PRA has resulted in investments of upwards of $20 million in the city, with more plans in the works thanks to these funds. Now, it also builds new opportunities for these companies that are coming in. And see, before they took a smaller amount and leveraged it into like $20 million worth of funding to bring in these businesses. This is a great idea. It's super easy to work with those guys, and we're going to start pushing that to these investors coming into the city. Now, the next part of this bill is a $650,000 investment to the Mississippi Maritime Museum here in Pascagoula, and that is for continued development and expansion at the old Pascagoula High School. This is going to create more space for our local maritime history, and where it can be preserved for generations to come, and shows a lot about our rich heritage here on the Gulf Coast. In addition, this bill added $1.25 million to the Port of Pascagoula in an ongoing project as the North Connector Rail Line. Now, you guys heard me say coming into this, and I know mayors and governors and all have tried to get this done. We're going to get it done, and that is having the train move through the city but don't stop. I'm like every other citizen. It drives me crazy to see that train stop, and it always comes at the most inconvenient time. So what we're going to do is help them get the funding, and we've done some before, and we're going to continue to do it until they get that interchange moved out, so that when the train comes through the city of Pascagoula, it can just come on through. So we're working on that. We're working on a couple of things. We're also working on trying to come up with what we need to make it a silent crossing, meaning it's where the train doesn't blow the whistle anywhere in the city. That's the next venture. We're not gonna stop until we get that train going through the city and not blowing that horn. So it's an investment that we're willing to make for that. Now, the third bill is House Bill 1646. Now, this bill provides $1 million to the LaPointe Krebs Foundation. Now, LaPointe Krebs, the old Spanish fort, I grew up with it. It's a very important part of my experience in growing up here as a kid, and it's a very important thing in my administration. We've all worked to help LaPointe Krebs. We're going to continue to do that. I'm going to keep going to the legislature to fight for money. I'm going to keep going to the White House and the Trump administration to help bring money down there. It's the oldest structure in Mississippi, 1757. And it's the oldest confirmed building in the entire Mississippi Valley. We need to be promoting that, and we're going to continue to do that. So we have $1 million coming to help them. That should shore up what we need at the House. Now, the next one is House Bill 983. This bill provides $45 million in state funding to help improve the competitiveness of Ingalls shipbuilding. Now, this brings the state total investment to Ingalls to $200 million over the last 5 years. The current expansion on the East Bank is going to be huge for the city of Pascagoula because it's going to bring in 1,000 new employees. Now, when that happens, businesses are going to start seeing a lot of new customers coming in. So we're working with investors at the 2 points where those employees will be coming in and out of there. Now, there are a lot of other little projects going on. Some of the things I can't tell you, some I will tell you that we are working with the state to help take some of their property on Highway 90 and donate it to us where we can surplus it out to other investors so they can build these new businesses along this Highway 90 corridor, especially where the Lighthouse Park is. So this is an opportunity for us to jump on before those people come in here and start working to improve the local economy and revitalizing those areas with abandoned buildings and stuff. We're going to get them cleaned up. We're going to get new people in here. We're going to start selling more stuff to increase that sales tax. Now, Senate Bill 2570. This bill creates a special license plate for Ingalls shipbuilding. Now, this was a big deal for me too, as it was for Ingalls, because I promoted it and I want as many people as we can to purchase these things. Every $24 the license plate sold goes to benefit Main Street Pascagoula, which is the city of Pascagoula's 501c3. They do nothing but use that money to support the community and help Pascagoula. Now, remember, when we went through this deficit, Main Street really helped pick up the pace for some of the things that the city couldn't afford at that time. Now that we can afford some of these things, we are still letting Main Street do it all and help us, because that keeps working on the last bit of debt that we have to pay back. And we're almost completed with that. We're looking forward to taxes coming down in October and the rates coming down and all those good things that we told you we're going to get focused on. We're doing that. Main Street is a big part of that. They are a huge partner with us. And what we want to do is keep promoting them. So if you ever want to donate to anything that goes directly to the city, pick up the phone and call Main Street Pascagoula. That is our 501c3. So we would like for you to contribute to that directly, and it'll affect us directly. So they work on events, festivals, and other economic development opportunities we have here in the city. Now, the next one, Senate Bill 3074. Now, this is a tax bill that was passed by the voters in 2005. They voted 72%. It's called the Hotel Motel Tax. This is the 3% tax on the gross proceeds from all room rentals on the city's hotels, motels, bed and breakfasts, and such as that. And that's one of the things that is used to fund recreation, economic development, and tourism. Now, you've heard me talk about this before. I'm not a big tax guy, but this has already been done. All this does is reinstate it and picks it up on the legislature side, not our side. So don't blow my phone up and emails and social media up with you're putting another tax, because that would just be a lie. I know you guys wouldn't say anything that's not truthful. However, it is not something that I did. It's something, or this administration did. It's something that was done in 2005. This hotel motel tax will go to 2023, at which time the city council, we could seek an extension of it through the legislature. And now what we're going to do is we're going to work with them to continue to move that forward. We're going to use that for recreation, and we'll see what happens down the road if they reinstate it or not. However, it is here. It starts June 1st, 2019. Any affected businesses with questions, they need to contact not us, but the Department of Revenue at 601-923-7015. Now, that's not us, so don't call us. We don't know. This is a Mississippi State Department of Revenue issue, 601-923-7015. Now, the leadership of Governor Bryant Governor Reeves, Speaker Gunn, in making this happen for Pascagoula cannot be overstated. You guys should pick up the phone, call them, tell them thank you for what they've done. I've also talked to Delbert Hoseman, who has been tremendous in helping us, like the Lowry Island and the different titling funds and things that we're up for. Delbert has promised me that he will not forget Pascagoula. He is going to work hard when he's elected Lieutenant Governor to help Pascagoula and help us with some much needed funding. Now, thank you for watching, and remember, thank any member of our legislative delegation. That is Senator Bryce Wiggins, Representative Charles Busby, the Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Secretary of State, and Speaker Philip Gunn. Those guys have stepped up to the plate and helped us. Those guys have stepped up and done what many others have not done. They've helped us directly get money. Now, once again, we're on the rise here in Pascagoula. Despite any negatives you hear, remember this: there is nothing negative going on in our city that we the people can't fix. We're working on it. We're bringing it to the next level, and we're getting where we need to be. So support all your council members, support your city staff, and have a great weekend. Thanks again for connecting with a moment with the mayor.